Hello from Manahawkin, New Jersey. Today we're gonna show you how to make the Sunday gravy with meatballs and sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some of my ingredients over here. I like chopped turkey meat. This is around a little over a pound of chopped turkey meat. We got pork braciole, which I roll up the pork braciole with garlic, parsley, cheese, and some, I put cran raisins in there. We got bacon instead of pancetta. If you got pancetta, use pancetta. We got hot Italian sausage. And I got this lamb, this little lamb chops that I put in there. It comes out beautiful. After you braise it, it will be all shredded. I'm gonna get started with the gravy. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna put the stove on a medium flame. And one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to toss the bacon in the pot. And now what's going to happen here is it's going to liquefy and create a little bit of grease. And at that point, I'm actually going to add a little bit of olive oil right now to help it accelerate the cooking. And then I'm going to show you some of my other ingredients that I got this morning. Okay, we got garlic, onions, and we got the breadcrumbs. This is a little over a cup of breadcrumbs for the meatballs. We got fresh parsley. We have cheese. We're gonna probably put 1 cup of cheese in that, a half a cup of cheese, excuse me, inside the meatball. And I do something special with my meatballs. My daughter, Sophia, she likes the cran raisins. So I put the cran raisins in there. And I'm gonna put a little sun-dried tomatoes. I was able to find them in the store yesterday. And it just makes it taste really, really nice with the chopped. This is turkey meat, but you could use turkey, beef, veal, pork, anything ground. The ideal recipe would be 1/3 pork, 1/3 beef, 1/3 pork, beef, and veal. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. You hear the sizzle? We got a little sizzle going. We don't want to ruin the pots, so I use a wooden spoon over here. And what's happening here is the bacon is just cooking down a little bit. All right, I'm gonna take a punch, not a pinch, a punch of onions. And I'm gonna toss them in there. Maybe a little bit more, punch and a half. I wanna show you the tomatoes I'm gonna use today. We got the San Marzano tomatoes, the Nina. This is from Costco. And I use a little paste. Now I want to show you, hold on 1 second. My wife, she likes to get everything out of the way, even sometimes the pertinent ingredients. Look at this beautiful parsley I got from ShopRite yesterday. Beautiful. This is going to go into the sauce. You can do a lot of things with this. So we're going to put this over here. I know it may not be in the way. And we're going to stir this sauce, these onions and bacon, and get them sweat down. If you notice, I held off on the garlic, because the garlic will cook really quick. Turn down the flame a little bit. Okay. Next, I'm going to take a little punch, a little bit more of garlic. I'm going to spread that around. The rest we're going to put in the meatballs. Okay. Maybe a little more. Me, I like garlic and onions. You know, by the time it cooks down, all you get is the nice aroma from the onions, flavor from the onions and the garlic. Okay, now we're going to take the lamb and we're going to start braising it a little bit in the pot. The little pots over here. You hear that? That's nice. Oh, the lamb blood is over here. I'm gonna try to get that nice and scooped up. Then we got 3, 5. And this pork braciole, you can see how nice it came out. I'm gonna put that in there as well. Let's see what happened now. It's all done. Okay, come take a look at the way that the meat got nice and brown. And we're just gonna pour the sauce right on top. Oh yeah, baby, this is gonna be nice. Okay, now you do it with the other half of the can, the same thing. And it will fill up the pot nice. Next, we're gonna get into the meatballs. Okay, next we're gonna season the sauce. I put a little bit of salt. You go around maybe 3 times, okay? A little black pepper, fresh black pepper. Same thing. Okay. I like to put in a little garlic powder. And then normally, we went to the supermarket yesterday. We got this coronavirus going on, and there's no herbs, nothing. You can't find no herbs, you can't find no sage, no basil. I was lucky to find that parsley, but the good stuff I couldn't find. I'm growing my own basil, but it's not ready yet. So what I'm gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna grab the basil. Get me getting some of the basil over here. Look at this. I wanna show you what I got over here. I got parsley, mint, and this is the basil. I don't know if I could put this in. Let's try a couple pieces. At least we'll try. Here we go. It's got a little dirt on it. Oh, it smells good. It smells really, really good. Here we go. Now these are small leaves. I'm gonna put these in along with, oh wow, the power. Smell good, right? Look at that. All right, we're gonna clean these up. Okay. There's no mud on that. The last thing you want to have is a little mud inside the sauce. You definitely don't want to have that. Okay, it's nice and clean. So I had to make my own basil. I grew this from the seeds. This is like as organic as you could get it. All right, I'm gonna put some basil in here. Now, if I went to the store, I'd put a lot more basil. And I'm just gonna top off some of this with some of this dried basil. Okay, now we're gonna stir it in. And you can see the meat is nice in there. Okay. And I'm gonna let this simmer. All those herbs and seasonings will make its way into the sauce. Okay, let's put the cover on top of the pots. And now we're gonna start making the meatball. All right. You take a big bowl like this. This is a little bit over a pound of turkey. I like turkey meat. Look at the nice blood. I'm going to get that in there. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to put this over here. Okay, so this is a little over a pound of turkey meat. I think it's 1 1/4 pounds, 20 ounces. I'm going to sprinkle the basil on top of it. There we go. We're gonna put some salt and pepper. Okay. Some pepper. You put as much as you like to taste. If you don't like pepper, don't put pepper. Next, we're gonna crack 2 eggs. I wish I had fresh farm eggs. My next door neighbor Lenny in New York, He's got the fresh eggs. We're gonna take the garlic. This is probably maybe 3-4 cloves of garlic. Sweep it in there. There we go. This is probably half an onion. The other half went in the sauce. Some people like just garlic. I like garlic and onions. Okay. Now, most people don't do this, but I like this cranberries, cran raisins, and sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna put those right in there. Okay, it's probably a little bit more than a third of a cup of each. Then I got a little bit more than a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna sprinkle those around. Okay. Next, you take half a cup. I'm gonna fill this up with olive oil, virgin olive oil. The better the olive oil, the better the flavor of the meatball. Okay, here we go. It's around half a cup. I'm gonna lay that around generously. Okay. And then next, we're gonna take a half a cup of grated cheese. I like to make the cheese fresh instead of the one in the box or in the container. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna put it in over here like this. And usually I use a measuring cup, but today I'm gonna estimate what half a cup looks like. That's probably half a cup. Maybe a little bit more. There. Okay. I'm gonna sprinkle this around. Okay, we got all the ingredients in the meatball to make the meatball mix. I'm gonna start bringing it all together. So you may be thinking to yourself, why do I put cran raisins in my meatballs? For me, you know, the meat has a nice little salty flavor and taste, and the cran raisin has a sweet taste. And just that salt and sweet together just really, really goes well. And nice and tight. And not only does she do the filming, but she did my haircut yesterday too. I was looking pretty shaggy from the last film on Easter Sunday when I made the pork loin. If you look at my hair now, you're like, what barber did he go to? He went to Barber Valerie. She cut my hair yesterday morning. She did a great job. Thank you, sweets.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, so there you go. You make them like this. You keep on rolling, you make them just like this. Okay, we made 13 meatballs. Not we, my wife made. She did a beautiful job, like I told you. Look how nice and round and even and symmetrical they are. No measuring cup, she just does it with her hands. We got 5 hot sausages. We got the oven going at 400 degrees. We're gonna put this in for around, let's call it 15 minutes. Then we're gonna flip it over, and then we're gonna do 12 minutes. And around 27 minutes, all these meatballs and sausages should be cooked nice. You can see the meatballs have been cooking for just under a half hour. How beautiful they came out. Cooked on both sides. We're gonna put that into the sauce and let it cook even more while it's in the sauce. We'll be back later to show you how we make the pasta. You got the video? Okay, we have gnocchi with ricotta bolognese. We have meatball, sausage, lamb, pork braciole. And I'm gonna dish this out right now. It's been sauteing for a little bit over 6 or 7 minutes. I wanna put a little bit of cheese on this. A little bit of cheese. This is for my finish here. All right, ready? Let's give it a try. Saporito. Buon appetito.